We're always hearing from car manufacturers how their latest, greatest model is upping the quality of their brand and taking on the competition. But today we're going to put that to the test. This is a brand new car that goes on sale this year, but as you can see, we've covered up the badges. We're going to ask members of the What Car Reader test team what they think of it before they know who's made it. Let the experiment begin.
First impressions was it was a big car. I was surprised how big it was when I walked up close to it because the doors are very long. I like the roof shape and the sort of back three-quarter. I believe it's Hyundai.
First impressions are good. It looks pretty sleek, it looks pretty solid. I think it's reasonably well put together. I mean, things like the steering wheel felt, pretty chunky, pretty good to hold. I think it'd probably be quite good to handle. But I think it was just the seating was a letdown. I didn't think there was a great deal of space in the front. Headroom didn't seem to be particularly great. I'd maybe veer towards something like a Hyundai or a Kia.
Sort of quite an aggressive, sporty look to it. Yet when I started having a look around inside, it's obviously more of a family car, so it sort of combines the sort of practicality with not something that looks particularly boring. So it's nicely styled. I mean, good driving position. So everything was well laid out in front of you. It all looked pretty straightforward. I think it's a Ford. I think it's a Hyundai.
When I looked at the car, the design looked quite brilliant. When I sat in the car, again, there was a lot less space between my head and when I tried to leaned ahead and tried to look front of the car, I couldn't, there's not enough space available, so I could have a better view as a driver. The design looked good, but there's too much detail in dashboard. I think I could easily take two German cars names, BMW or Merc.
I like the line, so it's particularly the shoulder line that ran through the door handles, which gave it sort of front to back kind of sporting edge. It's like it's prancing forward. And I like the fact that to me it was an estate, but it was what I call, sort of sports estate rather than a classic great big box on the back, which I think is more realistic to today's sort of world and wanting a car with space, but also with a good design to it as well. Premium feel to it, felt like sort of upper market. And I like the touch with all the buttons on the steering wheel, everything was close to hand, the info display in the centre. In fact, it had all the latest things you want, like heated seats, iPod connection, and the driving position felt good, pedals are straight on, straight ahead, steering wheel straight ahead, so there's no offset or anything on around the centre console. I think it's a Ford. The thing that led me to that was the dashboard layout had some little clues in there because I've owned a succession of Fords that led me to think that.
After all that, let's find out who really makes it.
Seriously impressed. I really like it. I think Hyundai have come on hugely in the last few years.
It's impressive. I think, and they've got a good reputation on reliability and warranties and whatever. So I think it'll do well.
I'm really impressed. Really impressed. I see quite a few Sonatas around where I live, and they're not attractive. It is really, really nice actually.
It's quite a European style car, and I think Hyundai has done really good job in designing something to European standards, and I think that's very encouraging on this side.
I'm just shocked that it is, but I think they've done a cracking job with the design, particularly with the interior design, the interior space. It looks sporty. It doesn't look like a Hyundai to me from the outside, not my preconception of the brand, so I think they're moving into a different league with this car.
So there you have it, a few surprises. The i40 goes on sale towards the end of this year and prices start at £18,000. You can find out a bit more about the car by looking at our Geneva Motor Show coverage, but unfortunately we won't get a chance to drive the first production cars until August.